For my project, I decided to analyze the Twitter discourse around the hashtag Russophobia, right after Meta's decision to change its content moderation policy and allow hate speech against Russian invaders in some countries. I decided to do a content analysis, as I believe that written content in this case can allow a better understanding on the discussion that I am analyzing. I decided to use Twitter because the platform is often used to express thoughts and discontent, and also because many tweets regarded people deleting Meta's platforms. I followed the medium by selecting the hashtag Russophobia and the mention of Meta on Netlitic in the week of the announcement from the 10th of March up until the 18th of March. I sampled by removing the retweets and selecting English-only content. The final sample was of 87 tweets for the analysis. I decided to divide the tweets by categorizing the different intention of the users, whether they were informational, political, approving of Meta's new policy, sarcastic, or critical. This categorization allows to explain the type of narrative created around the hashtag Russophobia. Even though most tweets are merely sharings of news articles, the political and critical discourse against Meta's new policy are the two other most common tweets. Moreover, the sarcastic comments are mostly of a political and critical nature, showing the discrepancy in Meta's decision to allow hate speech against Russians, provoking storms of Russophobia and hatred. Even if in this research the results seem to show a shared disagreement against Meta, there still were 3 tweets approving of Meta's action, which mainly consider the policy a just sanction after the invasion of Ukraine borders. The small number is, however, not representative, as others that may have agreed with the policy may not have used the hashtag Russophobia, which is inherently of negative connotation. As seen in the narration analysis, which clearly shows examples of the different point of views, the tweets which added commentary mainly focused on a call to action against Meta, with references to discrimination, anti-Semitism, and anti-war sentiments. I decided to research the different profiles in order to better analyze the users. What is interesting is that the tweets were mainly by unverified accounts, who shared the news and sometimes added comment to them. In fact, only 7% of the tweets were by verified accounts, mainly media outlets, which reported the information, usually without any political commentary. The only verified account which added commentary was the Institute of Strategic Dialogue, who referenced the impact of the policy on Russian civilians. It's very interesting how there is no comment by political institutions regarding the Russophobic influence of Meta's new policy. To better understand the users, I also analyzed their location. While almost half of them, 43.7%, are unknown, users from most parts of the world have contributed to the discourse. The greatest participation is seen from the USA. This data, which derives mostly from the Fox News article sharing, could be depending on the fact that Americans are the most active Twitter users, but also by the fact that I selected English-only content. From the Eastern countries analyzed, what is interesting is that about 8 out of 14 are from Indian users. Moreover, the Europeans are mostly from the United Kingdom and Sweden. The fact that only 3 tweets are from Russia could depend on the fact that many Russian news platforms' accounts have been blocked. In order to better visualize the discourse, I created a word cloud of the hashtags in the tweets. As previously mentioned, the tweets were mainly informational, as it can be seen by the fact that many of the most used hashtags are news-related: Fox News, Breaking News, International News, and BBC. However, the influence of the political commentary can also be seen by this word cloud, as hashtags such as xenophobia, racism, extremist, stop war, and also politics are present in the word cloud. I decided to do microanalysis on the most retweeted tweets. Not surprisingly, the first 3 are informational from major media outlets, therefore verified accounts. The most retweeted is from a Belarusian media outlet, a country which is an ally to Russia. The second most retweeted tweet is from a Russian media outlet, whose account was, however, suspended as it supported the Russian war propaganda. The third one is a Fox News tweet, a Western media outlet covering the subject, and, even if it only has 31 retweets, as seen in the previous word cloud, the Fox News hashtag is one of the most used, as people have shared the link of the article instead of retweeting. I decided to also show the 4th most retweeted tweet, as it is a political commentary belonging to an unverified account, with over 5,000 followers. This is the only tweet of the ones in the top retweeted which comments on the news instead of just sharing it, which could show a level of agreement with the statement. In conclusion, I would argue that in the midst of the war, Meta's announcement was regarded by the public as news more than something to comment and discuss. The ones who did harshly criticized the platform, inviting to delete Facebook and Instagram accounts. Moreover, it is evident that most institutions and media outlets have not participated in the discussion condemning Meta of Russophobia, keeping silence or merely sharing the news.